Hey, hey, what's up? Let's see what it is. This is Savage AF. I decided to put a little bit more pimp behind us on the graphic.
You know what I'm saying? The wow, wacka, wacka, wow.
Yeah, ladies.
Bright colors attract the girls. Savage AF is the show, y'all. I'm Black Pedro.
Yo, what's going on? Shang in the big building. And we got, you know what? It's almost the end of the year. This is some trippy shit. We're almost into 2022. It's about to be a wrap on this shitty ass past 3 years or 2 years.
Last week of the year, y'all. Let's get through it. Friday is a big day. Can't wait for it.
Why is Friday a big day? Why is it a big day?
Well, some people might be celebrating New Year's Eve, whatever. But
is that the day?
Michigan will be.
No, I knew it.
In Miami taking on.
That's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big day.
Georgia Bulldogs. Oh, that's gonna be a good one, man. Good.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm rooting for you because I know that Michigan has,
because it's Georgia.
Well, one, let's keep it real. That's one. Secondly, is because I know that Michigan sometimes doesn't come through for you.
Nah, bro. This team is different.
Yeah.
And they already did. They've already done.
This one's different. Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you.
I mean, these past, couple decade or two have been rough. Yeah.
See, that's why I knew you. Yeah,
But we still in this bitch, man. Speaking of in this bitch, I appreciate y'all for being here with us Monday through Friday, live on YouTube and the Meta Book World Space. We're live.
Meta
right
World Book Place. What?
Facebook is what people call it.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg land. We are live Monday through Friday, Mondays and Friday.
Yes.
We're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically Tuesday through Thursday. Typically, we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you miss us live, you can go to our YouTube channel. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Catch it before it gets away.
It's getting away.
Oh, here comes another. YouTube.com/C/SavageAFWorld.
World. And it's very easy to find. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. And when you do subscribe, you know what it is. You see what it was. You saw what it was, and that's what it was. And if you can't see what it was, then it never was what it was supposed to be for you. Yeah. That made complete sense.
Yeah.
Complete sense.
That was deep, brother. Deep.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the field. Wendy Edwards, Maya, Breezy, JJ, Miss Adverb on the shelf. I don't know.
Damani Jones in the building.
What the fuck that means?
Maya's celebrating. She's like, it's Monday.
It's Monday. No, but we're up in
the last one of 2021. So let's get that.
Last one of 2021. Also, if you would like to just listen. Wait, that was my listen, hear, and take in. Brothers, sisters, listen. I'm sorry. That was a little bit of Malcolm X for you. But make sure you check us out on all the podcast platforms like iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and
SoundCloud.
Woo! Did you hit the falsetto just now?
SoundCloud.
But did you hear the pain in his
Yes. AJ Fitz in the building, moving kilos, dog.
AJ Fitz. Oh, yeah. What nigga AJ Fitz? Yeah. What's up? Ow. You lucky, man. You are so lucky.
I went to the gym today and they were draining the pool, man. They're about to do a deep clean. Pool's closed till January 4th.
I bought stuff for here. I've been working out in the house because I have a really big closet and a really big thing. And I put weight bench, weights, I got all that stuff in the house because the gyms kept closing down. They opened, they closed, and I think right now, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna close down again.
Reclose.
So we are here for you. We got some shit to talk about. We're gonna do a slamming, quick, fast, in your face show. In your show.
Speaking of in your face.
In your face.
Instagram. Get that in your face, all right?
Oh, is that in your face? When you're holding your phone up, there's a person that you should follow. Oh shit! At Black Pedro. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro.
And
very easy. At
Comedian Shang.
Yes, make sure
I know what it is, man. Get it
like, subscribe. We already know what it is. We get that out there first, so you know. And some of our people that listen to us,
Nah, look at him.
Look at him.
So
That's not really our fan base. I'm gonna keep it real.
I'm sure
That's
we
not
have.
really.
I'm sure we have.
We
plenty.
do have a lot of pigmentally challenged people. We have some melanin impaired people that you know,
Yeah,
they kind of want to. They listen, and we got some people from Russia apparently in the mix with us.
Batianas.
Yeah, they
All right, man.
they jump in there on that shit.
Yeah, let's get at it, man. All right, Savage AF. It's Monday, December 27th, 2021. I hope you all had a very, very Merry Christmas. We are going to give you the run up for today's show. We're gonna run up on your ass. We're gonna end today with the SHANGRY, same as it ever was. Ain't nothing shit. The names change, but the game remains the same.
It's all the same.
Same as it ever was. Before we get into that, Black Pedro popping today. Let's talk about this travel jam because I went through it. Let's talk about it.
Jam, oh jam. No,
You know
yeah,
what it is.
and right now a lot of, but we're gonna go on to that. But 700 flights were canceled, and they said they're increasing the flights at least over the holidays.
They canceled another 1,000 a day, but we'll get into it.
Damn.
Before we get into that, we do have our critical question that we ask daily. Today's motherfucker say what has to do with everybody's favorite coon. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that,
You didn't hear that, Pedro? Didn't hear? Listen carefully. Cool.
cocoon. They must be migrating
Cool.
to Master's house.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Down south to Florida. All right, but before we get into that, man, December 27, 2021, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. That's our motto. Black Pedro comedian Shang. We're gonna start off today, man, getting at these cops once again.
Here we go. Here we go again. That's why you understand why I listen to Public Enemy when I'm driving, because that's how I feel. I feel like they feel like we're Public Enemy number one. Public Enemy number one, because they always feel like they have to go full blast with us.
This reminds me of another classic MC KRS-One. But whoop, instead of whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police. I think now it's bap, 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 bap. Yeah. The sound of the police.
Or the sound of the beast, because apparently they feel like we, the first thing they got to do is, excuse me, sir. It's like, pap, 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 stop. That's what they do.
So here in the LA area, LAPD, for those who haven't heard, about 4 days ago, an incident, a guy who to this point, they found no weapon or gun that he had. Maybe he had a bike lock or a bike chain or something like that. Runs into a Burlington coat factory after being pursued by the police, and you know, I don't know what he was doing in there, but he didn't have a gun inside this retail store.
Right.
Again, I believe it's a Burlington coat factory. Police open fire. LAPD opened fire inside of a. I mean, you know, this is days before Christmas, so you can imagine people are in. You know, it's a
right. The amount of people. There's also women and children, children, families. I guess fuck all of them. There's a dude with a bike chain. Like
speaking of families and children in particular, a 14-year-old girl was in a dressing room. Bullet goes through the wall and kills her. This makes no fucking sense. And you know, I think our last episode before Christmas, we were talking about the conviction of Potter, Kim Potter, former officer who's convicted on 2 counts of manslaughter for the murder of Dante Wright. I think we need to be calling for absolute full accountability on this incident here, and to a prosecuting to a you know, not just you know, action from his job in terms of being fired or whatnot, but like actual prosecutorial action towards, you know, charges.
It shouldn't be just lose his job or, you know, walk away. Now, there's even though we were just talking about Kim Potter, there's a clip
and I don't know if it's real quick. I just didn't know if there's more than one officer who shot in there or not. Typically, they all get trigger happy once one opens up, but I do know that this stray bullet was definitely not meant for this girl, but found its way there. Sorry, man. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I mean, if you look at the same thing with Kim Potter, there was a lawyer that said it. I wanted to show you guys a quick clip of it, of how they basically were saying it doesn't matter. You make a mistake. If we make a mistake, you make a left when you're supposed to make a right, you got to get a ticket. You do something wrong, like it really wrong. It's like, well, I didn't know something. Nah, motherfucker, you still got to pay for it. So
if you make a mistake in a non-split-second decision, you're going to have to suffer criminal consequences. This jury really didn't even believe that there was confusion involved. They felt like what Kim Potter did was so grossly dangerous to Dante Wright. And remember, a young man, like the prosecution did a good job with this. This is a young man that gets pulled over for expired tags. He's not armed. He's not making any threats. He's not assaulting anybody, and he gets shot. And that is not the standard of police practices that we need in this country, Jillian. That's
what he said, I apply it to this. I apply it to this. It applies to this. You made a mistake. Sorry. Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But your bottom line is you opened fire. It could have been other people other than the 14-year-old, which is sad as fuck. It's sad as fuck, but it could have been more people. You're basically, to me, you're an active shooter. You're just like an active shooter it's the same shit.
I don't know how, without being fired upon, any officer could justify opening fire inside of a crowded pre-Christmas retail establishment, or inside anywhere that just had citizens all over the place. It, without being fired upon first, I don't see.
I think cops,
what the potential justification could be for that.
I'm gonna tell you what it is with cops, and I found this video, but it's true. I think that they think that makes them the big dick. I think that's what they feel like. That makes them feel like they could. I don't know where the fuck I found this, but but no, I'm just saying it's just that it makes it. They feel like that's the first thing they got to react to. I'm not saying it was a racial thing. I don't want you to, because I always go there, but this is just a bad cop thing. You're a bad cop. Now the Kim Potter thing could have possibly been racial, but in this situation, you're just a fucking irresponsible, incompetent ass cop, and you deserve, you're not a fucking, they roll in hard like stormtroopers, bro. They just immediately go to shooting. That's what they do. They don't assess it well. Did this dude assess anything, really?
And speaking of white hoods over their helmet, or white helmets, their hoods, a lot of them are KKK, white nationalists, Nazis. So dum 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 dum. Every time they show up, that's the music you should hear.
Yeah, but in this situation, I don't have any more details on the 14-year-old girl. I was trying to find some information on it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was her pops or moms, let's be real with you. It's fucked up. There's no way you can replace that. But y'all gonna pay. You're gonna pay, and not only in your job and possibly go to jail, but in civil. Because in civil, y'all gonna get up. You're gonna have to pay millions of dollars for my grief. I just feel like hit them in the pocket.
But let's all keep our ears peeled to this story and pay attention, because I think we do need to see criminal charges against the cop or cops plural,
collectively
who opened fire in a Burlington Coat factory to a guy who did not have a gun, as they've already admitted.
It's such a fucking weird. I don't, towards the end of the year, you want it to kind of subside and soften, because you got to ramp up for the new year. But I just feel like, man, it's like it's not going. Hail Satan! It's bad. It's just bad.
Yeah,
it's just bad. I mean, we're still here for y'all, Savage AF. We do what we do. But sometimes the stories we try to figure out, man, how do you assess that? Especially if you're a father and that's your 14-year-old, how do you assess that Okay, what justification would you say this cop needs to do that? There's none, at least in my book. There's none where you just go,
to be opening fire in a store like that. It makes there's no. And you're not being fired on. There's no active shooter other than you. Yeah, bro, that's all over those cops. And then to have it go through a wall, so you were inaccurate. Okay, these are things we talked about at Redstone trainings.
Yeah.
You know, the second you whiz past your target, you're
that
gonna
bullet's gonna hit
else.
something. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's your whole life can change. And hopefully for the negative, it does for again this cop or cops potentially who opened fire and took this 14-year-old girl's life, man. So yeah, let's stay paying attention to that as we move forward. And you know, today is going to be a little bit of a quicker show.
Yeah, it was a quick show. Do you see what they were pissed because he made them run? Wow.
Hey man, they do that, man. Them motherfuckers will do that. They'll beat you up good because you know you just had donuts and you made them run that off and.
I'm so
didn't even get to enjoy that.
Crispy, hey, listen, that's what I'm gonna start calling cops. Hey, fuck you, Krispy Kreme.
Crispy cop.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme cop. Always getting, doing your shit, dumb shit. And I mean, you know why? Because they're evil. Everybody, there's a lot of cops that are fucking evil. And that's why
we said it.
There's good cops. I'm not saying there's not good cops, but there's the good cops that don't police the bad cops. After a while, go, well, then you're part of them.
They just don't matter.
They're evil too.
There you go. Well, speaking of evil, let's get on into it, guys. Got some more evil for you here for the holidays.
This is a nice, airy show.
Bundle up, get next to the fireplace. It's a warm show. But this next bit of evil will make you ask this very critical question.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Woo, man. This one right here.
Yeah.
Oh, COONdace Owens.
Yes.
Her mama and them didn't name her that, but we have the power here on our show to do that.
We decided that's what it is.
COONdace Sloth-Faced Owens. She, you see it. Do you see it? The sloth in her face there.
There's a little bit of sloth.
Like, yeah, I would totally expect her to come up like with one of these, like claw hands, like moving real slow. Where she's just like, yeah. Anyways, COONdace Owens, man.
Here she go again.
We're getting far too much relevance. I don't even really like to talk about her here, but she interviewed Trumpty Dumpty for what's it called, the Daily Wire,
right?
The other day, and he did that weird thing now where he endorsed the vaccine again and was even taking credit for it. And afterwards, in the image Shang just put up after that interview, she did a social media post, selfie style. It's hard to hide the sloth face.
Yep.
But she did it.
Yeah.
And she basically Trump-splained that that Trump was old and come from a generation before television and radio and movies.
Movies
like before radio,
right? Yeah, before radio, movies, logic, rational reasoning, facts.
Before teeth, way back
before. Yeah. Okay, he's 74, but he's also in Satan years. He's 200 years old. Okay, bottom line is COONdace Owens, aka bitch, eat a sandwich. What the? Look at this chest. Is that her? Is that her bones?
Her clavicle.
Is that her clavicle? God damn.
Miss Adverb said that's a couple of extra chromosomes or maybe some missing. Either way, she's somewhere on the evolutionary chart before you get to full human.
But her explaining was hilarious, man. It was hilarious.
Yeah, look it up.
Well, he just, because he's old and he doesn't understand that he's full of shit. And I'm full of shit, but I'm not as full of shit because I'm young. And because I'm young and I understand it. I don't even think he watches the internet. She actually said that.
She said, I don't think he's on the internet. She also said, I don't think she was like he only looks at mainstream media and doesn't read anything else. Which is a reference to all these fucking alt news bullshit, even more bullshit outlets than Fox or what is it, OAN or whatever. Like believe it, there's other shit out there. I mean, there's COONdace fucking Owens,
right? There's HHN. I was just hate a nigga. Which is I don't know if you ever seen that channel. It's pretty much Fox and OAN and all the other ones with that kind of mentality. But the bottom line is COONdace Owens, evil ass.
COONdace
Owens.
I don't know. Oh, rat face puppet.
Oh, rat face ass puppet ass bitch. Oh, stupid ass bitch. Oh, dumb ass bitch. But the bottom line is she is going to try to save her base by saying anything she can to say, well, no, he didn't understand what he was saying. It was just too late. Trump's dumbass and this buffoon already said it too late.
And it's funny to say something like that, as I guess it becomes more evident. I am still kind of the school that I don't think Trump is going to run. I think he just wants to manipulate for power and money, but maybe that's ultimately what I think at this point he has to try and get back to the presidency, to try and get all the immunity he can, and not from the disease, but from legalese.
Right. You know what? The New York DA, the AG, they going hard to paint. They don't give a fuck. They said, you're not above the law, bitch. You're not above the law. You fucking buffoon. But you're not above the law. That's it.
But leading up to, I'm probably wrong, but it looks like Trump probably will run. And so
he's gonna run.
Ahead of that, she's already out here saying that he's old as hell, doesn't read the news, and isn't on the internet. Not great. Campaign points. I would think.
He's a pathological liar. He's been twice impeached. He's basically the person that tried to have an insurrection happen. He don't want niggas to vote, which is making us very angry. And hit all his ilk. I said ilk again twice. This is the first twice.
Milk that ilk, dog.
I'm milking that ilk. Y'all don't even know what it is. We got some more people to jump in the feed, but I'm just telling you right now. The bottom line is, they are going up his ass. I mean, and
in that picture,
yeah, because the bottom line is Trump knows that he's going to twist and turn and try to get it pushed off until the 2022. And then if the Republicans win 2022, they can get rid of the January 6th commission. But if that doesn't happen, and he's paying all these lawyers right now, he's suing CNN, MSNBC, he's suing this New York Times, he's suing. You got to have lawyers for that, and you got to pay those lawyers. And if he feels like he'll get that immunity, if he doesn't, if he gets into office again, and he can run, ram shot over all the bullshit that he does.
Hey, Breezy JJ's is right here. He shouldn't be eligible to run, but that's a whole other story. A lack of convictions on those impeachments was the reason why he is still eligible. AJ Fit though brings up an interesting idea as well. He said Trump may have lost a lot of his following. They're not for the vax, and he got it. So I will be interested to see if this does become a phenomenon, that because he is vaccinated and boosted and everything, and is out here admitting it and praising and taking credit for it.
And he's take credit for it.
Yeah, I mean that who will it turn off any significant portion of his base such that they actually turn away from him or begin to see him as some sort of tool or puppet they got to him. They got to Trump now. And now we got to vote for who's the next child molester on the list. Matthew. Matt
Gaetz,
grab him by the virginal vagina.
And what about that dude down in Texas, Wheelchair Willie? Let's get Wheelchair Willie. One of them, we'll roll him right up to the White House.
Wheels up, Willie, man.
Yeah. Man, so the bottom line is everybody knows that Trump basically is trying to take credit and he's trying to flip it, but he also always tries to flip reality. But I believe his base this time, one, they booed him, by the way. when he said it, he was on another used to be Fox News guy. I forget his name. I think his name
It was
is
Bill O'Reilly. It was
Bill O'Reilly. Was it Bill O'Reilly? And I call him Bill O'Reilly. Really?
Yeah. Oh, really?
Really, motherfucker? The bottom line is Bill got booed. And then when he said, "Hey, Trump, did you get the vaccine?" He said, "Yes, I did." Then they booed him. I was like, "Boo, bitch, you're at the Apollo now. Boo, bitch." They fucked him over with that. And the bottom line is we got the video. And if I was a Democrat, I would make fucking ads with that in there all day long. Every ad would be, first it would be COONdace Owens saying that shit.
He's
and
old. He doesn't know what news is.
And I'd mix it. He's old. He's old.
He doesn't read.
He don't read.
Old.
And then it would be,
He doesn't read.
boo, bitch, boo.
He
And then
read.
the singer goes, yeah, it's just a few of those people over there. They're pointing at me and pointing at them. And I don't know. He's definitely running because his ego. He's a narcissist on an epic grand scale. Now, all of us have, especially entertainers, have somewhat a little curve of narcissism. But this motherfucker's like, if you went up to a monk's mountain and you open the doors, he'd be sitting up there in the lotus position, just going, I am the king of all narcissists. Yeah, he's definitely doing that.
King Narciso. We have a Whitey Johnson here, self-named. People vote based on slogans and stupidity. He'll get the votes. Well,
yes, I agree.
Take it from a Whitey.
I don't know.
He would know. Sounds like he would know. I don't know.
But and it's weird. We got all this footage of the heinous shit he did and said. We got people on text. We got video. We got, all this stuff. The thing that I want to ask is, why is it? I mean, his lawyer went to fucking jail. And now the New York DA's like, yo, we bringing this motherfucker out again.
Cy Vance and then Letitia James on the state level.
They are not playing. So even if he runs, the whole time he's running, he still has to deal with the other lawsuits. There's a lot of lawsuits, and the stuff they're pressing him for because of criminal activity, tax evasion, which he did, making it sound like, this building cost $60 million. You find out it cost $2 million. So he's gonna have to deal with that. So how are you gonna run for office? But his people are so fucking stupid. In fact, I said this on stage at the Laugh Factory, and I got booed by 2 people. And I was like, thank you, sir, and your ugly wife. Thank you, both of you mud ducks. Because I said I do a bit, and I said, the confetti falls from the sky, and all the Trump supporters die. and then it was
poetry by Shang.
Boo, boo. And I was like, thank you. And then I looked at his wife and said, and your ugly wife, sir. Good choice. Of all the animal kingdom, you've picked the most beautiful warthog.
I said, good day, sir.
Good day, sir. You and your warthog wife. I'm talking about this chick looked like she was like they flipped her inside out and said, fucking leave it.
Yeah, this is the better side.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
We'll get him, dog. Yeah, so let's keep our eye on this as well and see how what part of Trump's base lops off as a result of him getting jabbed. Let's see if that leads to a loss of votes, because as COONdace Owens has now said publicly, he is old, of a generation before radio, and I think the Sun as well. And then that he doesn't read any news besides mainstream news, and by read I think she means just stare at the TV.
Right.
And
why is he eating KFC and an American Eagle's trying to peck him in the face?
So he's old and uninformed. Why should he be president again?
Because
thanks COONdace.
Thank
you. Done turned your back on Massa. Talking crazy.
Who is that nigga on the nag? Yeah.
Who is that sloth on that nag?
Really
notice
does.
she never shows her hands, but she
Never
just kind of
shows her
looks.
head. But when she does, they come up
I
real
feel like,
slow.
yeah, I feel she got the slothy.
Yeah, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you right now, end of the day is if it will help. Now, this is the bright point in Savage AF. If it'll help some of these fucking coon cage ass
This the
fucking
bright point, remember?
it's the bright point. This is the bright point. If it'll help some of these fucking idiots, some of these racist, backward trailer park inbreed booger bitch, fuck, take the vaccine because but like Trump got it, so I'm gonna go get it. God damn it, Trump got it, so I go get it. I mean, he said it. That's our beautiful, lovely, delicious leader, and we must follow him. And then they all raise their hand. I got the vax. I got the vax. I got the vax too.
Hell yeah, I got it.
Hell yeah, baby. I mean, so I hope that it does work, and maybe it'll also embarrass some of the people that actually are against it. Now, you got to look at it from the standpoint, like both myself and Pedro are vaxxed, and I'm not saying that people you have to. You don't, but a lot of people did listen to Trump, and a lot of people will follow what he said now and forget about all the other fuckboy shit he did before.
I don't know, man. I think with the non, the like anti-vax people who are his followers, that's a steeper cliff that they've fallen over. Queen B is talking about Donald Trump is suing Letitia James. That's their tactic. Sue me? No, I'll sue you. And they never have a case. So.
Never have, and he loses every time, and he keeps losing.
DT wouldn't know the truth if it slapped him in the nuts. Yeah.
Wow. But you know what?
Hey, but don't be out there slapping nuts, y'all. That's not.
Yeah, that's that's.
I don't play that game.
I ain't really down with that, but I'm just telling you. The bottom line, only time I want my nuts to slap if it's off a big ass woman.
It's just
you know what I'm saying? That's what I want my nuts
right off the ass.
Happy Kwanzaa, Queen B. Happy Kwanzaa.
What's today? Kuji Changalia?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You just mutilated the shit out of that just now.
There's one called Kuji Changalia.
It's the way no, that's not today.
I don't know I don't know the day.
You don't follow. I don't follow Kwanzaa.
And then Nia is the only other one I remember. Sorry.
Day 2. Somebody said yes, day 2. Okay, thank you, Queen B. Thank you, my queen.
I wish you many incense the whole day long. May frankincense and myrrh fill your life today.
Send me your address in my inbox on my Instagram, and I shall send you black love incense.
Send you that Wakanda forever.
Yes. Okay. Is it okay? Wow.
Kuji Chagalia.
Okay. I thought that's when you drink something real fast.
When you chug a pint of what?
I don't know. That's what it sounds like. Gave us the eyes. Listen. Don't.
No. There was a spelling error, but she corrected the spelling because I knew it ended Changalia.
Jambalaya.
Self-determination. That's much easier to say.
Yes. Happy jambalaya to all you.
For those who don't speak Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
That is this translation there, self-determination.
Yes.
All right, man. Speaking of keeping it black, man, we're gonna do it like this.
Damn.
Move on through this show because COONdace Owens not black enough for us. We're just gonna scoop her out the way there.
Yes.
And as we move on to some blackness, we're gonna do it a little something like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin', just to let you know what's poppin'. Ha, man, you know what's poppin', dog.
Got it.
Oops, sorry, my bad. There we go. This travel jam.
Yep.
Flight after flight was canceled. I almost bought a ticket. Because my travel plans were weird this year for the holidays, but I almost got a ticket back and forth to Vegas. But I was like, you know what? They've been canceling so many flights and blah, blah, blah. Last time I flew, I had a flight cancel. So I was like, you know what? let me
Jump in the car.
yeah, let me just jump in the car real quick, man, but whatever. But I don't know. I don't think there was any real solution. It took me 6 hours to get to Vegas. It took me 7 hours to get back. So the roads were fucked up. I'm presuming not just because people decided to drive, but because so many flights got canceled. They canceled. I mentioned it at the top of the show. 1,000 flights today. Another 1,000 flights. But 25% of all flights were canceled on the 23rd and 24th. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Christmas Eve and shit. So
Is that worldwide?
no, that was domestic travel, United
So
States.
worldwide is probably more than.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure on that, but most of us are just doing domestic travel during these holidays specifically. So, that seems to be the focal stat. The thing we're focused on. Yeah, man. So I don't know what you're planning on doing for New Year's if you are. But plus with the variants varying the way they vary, you might want to just
hold up, say that again.
the variants varying the way they vary.
Okay, cool.
Very simple.
And if you could do that twice.
Hey man, I'd be listening to myself.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you know right now, you did that, and the fabric of the universe is cracking.
What's cracking, y'all? But right now it's not the roads or the airways. Maybe train. Maybe, but I don't know if you want to sit in a steel box for that long either.
And we got a gig coming up too up north, so that's gonna be questionable. I already bought a flight for that bitch.
Yeah, I might drive to that. I know it's a little time wise, but shit.
It's 6 hours.
I might go, not the way I drive, first of all.
Yeah.
And if you pick the right time.
Pedro 6 hours.
I could do that in 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Pedro 6 hours, honestly, would be anybody else's 3 days. This motherfucker.
If this is a 6 hour trip, I'm coming. I'm trying to do 4.5.
It's like he got a DeLorean underneath the car that he's driving. I mean, I'm in the car with him sometime. I bullshit you not, and I'm stunned that he can't smell a little bit of the pee. He can't smell the pee because I'd be peeing on myself. Like, oh, nigga, didn't do it. He'll go through a car, look at the other car, go, and then he'll do like on the
skirt.
Yeah, in fact, you know
Slalom.
What? You know what? You went there. You went there. I shall show you me and Pedro on the way back from the gig. Nope, got it. Since we're here, then we're gonna go.
While you're pulling that up, Queen Bee does note that all these cruise ships just pull back into Florida ports. Yeah, the traveling is fucked right now.
It's fucked, but
Angel drives like me. It's not just me out there, dog.
No. I found some footage. Angel, you do? You drive like? I found some footage of us, and I would like to show you why I'm so afraid.
Bruh, there's nowhere in the handbook does it not say the ceiling is not a lane. In a tunnel, I believe you can use all parts of it to drive on if your car allows. So that being said, but did we get there on time? That's the thing.
Yes, we did. But I don't know if y'all can hear me. Oh, nigga! That's what you heard.
Yeah, man. Now, I get it in out there, y'all. We, sometimes this LA traffic it'll have you posted. I can't do it.
There you go.
Angel don't see the problem, so there we go. We good.
But,
I'm not seeing any complaints from the audience. So
yeah, the audience is like, well, if you got to get there, you got to get there. I wanted to let y'all know Savage AF is here for you, and we're all for the childrens. This show is for the childrens. This is for the children.
Savage as fuck is for the kids.
Yeah, it's always for the kids. And but if you know that it's for the kids, you should share it with all the kids. Make sure that you let everybody know about us on all the podcast platforms. By the way, We are still in the top 200 in Ireland, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, and I got another thing in the email. I will be posting it up tomorrow to show you guys. We're getting it in. But we are on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Also, if you get a chance, you happen to be watching us on YouTube, you know of friends, let them know to subscribe to the channel like this. Boom. Subscribe to the channel and follow myself at Comedian Shang. If you happen to be on IG, follow me on IG and follow, I spelled it correctly. You can see it here in big bold type, at Black Pedro. Make sure you at Black Pedro. So make sure you do that. Now, I'm going to let y'all know my Shangry is something that I wanted to get you guys' opinion on. It's something I posted. I got a lot of flack. On it. And I wanted to see, well, we're always going to get flack anyway, but I wanted you guys to see this and see what you think of, is it just me? All right. Now, if it's just me, y'all can tell me. But right now, this is what I'm feeling.
Get him with.
What a fucking... the world hasn't changed as much. Technology, we've changed. We changed with some people being a little bit more empathetic. But this video I posted on IG, which got me a lot of static. This one and another one, I showed it in the show about that, where they basically said that, well, you know, that kid should have been shot by that cop. She shouldn't have got the time. And there were so many people sending me like death threats, sending me, yeah, I got 2 death threats. But this one was the one that I couldn't understand why people couldn't see what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let y'all watch it and we'll just discuss very shortly. Did y'all see the disdain?
Well,
and just you so that you can't even enjoy that fucking song?
well, listen. If I could just interject quickly,
Please.
and just to play White Devil's Advocate.
But you can't start it off with White Devil's Advocate. But go ahead.
Isn't that the term?
No.
Just to play White Devil's Advocate, maybe a lack of rhythm.
Made them angry.
Prompted an inability to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they didn't even know there was a beat for them to bop to. They don't know what bop is because it's not in their blood.
Or they weren't sure. They didn't know that it was a black man that sang that song. Or it'd be like they came out like, hey, oh God, it's a nigger. Like
Franklin Lyman is a Negro.
Oh my God. So the bottom line is when y'all look at that, it makes me realize how much we've changed and at the same time, how much we haven't changed. Because I have seen situations like that, not only with comedy, when me and Pedro are absolutely murking the crowd. And I'll look at a few faces that are sitting there just going, like they're just disdained with just the fact that we are there, that we exist there, that we're actually, you know, as dope as we are, as fly as we are, they're upset about the fact that we're this dope. And I think it's jealousy, envy. It's a combination of jealousy, envy, and a bunch of shit.
AJ, now I was noticing the same thing. Like they all had chewing gum, something in the gum maybe. But he said chewing gum and dancing might have been a hospital visit. You know, some people can't do both at once.
They can't do both.
So,
but
you know, hey.
But when you look at that video, the reason I played it as long as because you can see the faces. It just made me realize that it's in a lot of ways is the same as it ever was. It's the same way it's always been. There are people that can't even set aside their own racial bias just to enjoy
For
singing.
music, the universal language of music.
The universal language of music. And Frankie Lyman, it's not like it was fucking Chuck D. I can see if it was Chuck D. Hey, white devils, motherfucking bitches, hoes. And he didn't even talk that way. But like Chuck D don't talk that way. But he was more like, Elvis was a hero the most, but never meant shit to me because he was straight out racist, motherfucking simple and plain. Motherfuck him, man, John Wayne.
Silly you.
I can see exactly. I can see if Frankie Lyman came out with some shit like this. This is little itty bitty pretty one. It's just it's a cute fucking song. It's not even something that would be controversial. But these people had so much disdain. These women who know disdain. But you know what these women probably is thinking? That you take some of that black dick when you ain't looking. You know that someone was thinking that, like, oh, I love that song, and they did. Yeah, wow, people are going in.
You lie down with Lyman, girl. You come up.
Yep.
With buns in the
They hated us then. They hate us now. Many just tolerate us and get what they want. Wow. That's what I want to see. Women scream when they're attracted to a singer and they weren't allowed to show a certain attraction.
So what is possible there is we were witnessing, a bunch of hot pants. They was getting hot and bothered down there, but couldn't really show it. So it was just more like, let's just chew this gum before I come.
No, yeah.
Maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it, but that was it. Savage AF.
We got to bounce.
Savage AF. We up in your face. We're gonna be there be here tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you keep yourself together because it's gonna be a wild ride. 2022 is coming up, and we will be back tomorrow. And we will see you then. Make sure you don't get in trouble. And if you go to the IG, you can check out the whole clip. It's crazy how we are as a people. It's
rainy days and Mondays always get me down.
And Pedro,
it's both today.
Yeah, Pedro. Before we leave, Pedro's about to get to work.
Ain't no stopping me today, y'all. Even
all right,
these rainy streets. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, we out.